Yeah, good morning, trainees. So you are welcome back to one more session. So today, we have our special guest, Nandula Prabhakara Sastri. Already you are well acquainted with the sir. Earlier, he took 2 classes on different aspects of quality education and teacher professional development. Today is going to handle the session on English language proficiency challenges. All you aware of English language proficiencies is one of the important tool or a passport or an instrument to become a better teacher or even better citizen or better to gain the knowledge across the world. So this is one of the area where you can connect with all the people throughout the world. So language is one of the important aspect. So English language proficiency. So what do you mean by English language proficiency, and what are the challenges in acquiring the language proficiency? So that is the topic today. I think Prabhakara Sastri Garu is a well-known academician in our Telugu states. Sir has a lot of experience in the field of teaching and how to help the students in any aspects of learning. I hope this session would help you to get more ideas about the language proficiency, especially English language proficiency, and what are the challenges we come across in acquiring the language, and how to overcome those challenges and become a proficient user of language. So thank you, sir. Once again, you are welcome to interact with our students. Yeah. Sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Before joining starting session, sir, I want to welcome Dr. Mutta Reddy, sir. He's the
surely, sir.
He's the reader in biology from SAP College, Vikarabad, sir.
Okay,
he's also a great personality, sir. He also joined with us, sir. Thank you very much,
sir.
Mutta Reddy, sir, for joining with us. Please continue, sir.
Mutta Reddy, sir. Satyabhupal Reddy, sir, told about you, sir.
Good morning,
Your
sir.
dear friend Satyabhupal Reddy.
Thank you, sir.
When I sent him the previous video, he said, Mutta Reddy Garu is my best friend and convey my best wishes to him also. And that's what he asked me, asked him also to join the next session whenever you have on Vikarabad session.
So we are lucky enough to hear all these people.
Thank you very much, and good morning to you, sir.
Our train is also very
lucky. It's my pleasure to be with you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, please continue, sir.
Okay, to start the session with, let us see the topic once again, English language proficiency and the challenges. Let us understand first of all what is meant by language. See, here the problem lies not with English, with language itself. And let us understand what exactly language means. Before understanding any language, either it is your mother tongue or English or whatever it is, before you understand a language, what it was exactly. Participants, you have to think it over when I am talking, not passive listening. You have to be very active. You may not answer my question, but you think it over. Now I am speaking English language. Before this language is understood by you, or if there is anyone who never heard a single word of English, what does it mean to you? Anyone can answer me.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Suppose if I speaking in Spanish, what does it mean to you?
It is a new language where we can't understand. We'll try to.
Yeah. See, before that, you don't know whether it is a language or not. Because I am telling that
Yeah.
it is a Spanish, so you know that it's a language. But if you don't know anything, if I am making some sound, that will be a sound for you. If you don't know the meaning of the sound, it is only a sound. So any sound before becoming a language is only a sound. This you should understand properly. Students, understand that every language is a sound. And when it becomes language means when it is joined with symbol or synthesized with the symbol. Suppose dog. If I say dog, the picture of dog and the sound should be associated, then you will come to know dog means the sound. Dog is an animal like dog. This you should know very clearly, because you are going to be the teachers of the primary school or pre-primary school. Language means it's nothing but a sound before you understand it. Can you tell me how many sounds are there in the world? Innumerable. Infinity. All languages are, before becoming a language, it's only sound. And every animal makes a sound. Every living and non-living being, they make sound. The trees, they make some sound. But when you understand it, when you synthesize it with a symbol, then it becomes language. So first point is, whenever you are going to teach anything to the pre-primary and primary children, sounds should be associated with symbol. Then it becomes a language. This is the first point. Then, how do you learn language? And here in India, especially in India, we learn English with a reverse process. Last time also I told you, education is going head down and legs up. తల్లకిందులుగా చదువు సాగుతుంది అని మొన్న 2 సెషన్స్లో చెప్పాను. దానికి ఒక ఉదాహరణ ఇప్పుడు ఇదే. If you want to learn English language, there are 4 steps. The first step is listening, then speaking, then reading, then writing. Our professors, lecturers, and you students, how did you start English? First you started writing. Apple, R-A-B-C-D. Then you came to writing. Were alphabets added, then you started writing. Then you started speaking. A-P-P-L-E, apple. Then finally you listened that sound, apple. So that is why education system, especially language learning, that too English language learning system in India, is going head down and legs up, upside down. This you have learned the same way. Your professors have learned the same way. Of course, I too did learn in the same way. So we are walking with our heads down. Note this point. When you become a teacher, first let the child listen for language nearly 2 to 3 months, even if they don't understand anything. For this, I'll give you an example. There is one very famous piano artist in Hyderabad who is a good friend of mine and who works in Rishi Valley School. He is the additional music composer for this Arundhati film. And he had a kid of 2 years old. He was sending that 2 years kid to one of his friends for 3 hours or 4 hours just to sit there and come. But other students, he asked them to send to him to teach piano. Then I asked him, sir, why don't you teach your own child? Then that man said, so I can teach my child, sir, but before learning music, he has to listen it. So I am sending to my friend. He is not only piano player, he plays nearly 20 to 25 instruments. So 2 to 3 years, if he can listen that one, he will be getting that rhythm. when one gets the rhythm, rhythm becomes the song. And once the song, if you know, it can be sung. Same, my friend, language also. Each and every language has a rhythm. And once if the child can get the rhythm of the language, whether it is English or Telugu or whatever language it is, that rhythm will make you to learn language very easily. Take for example our mother tongue. Our mother tongue Telugu in 2 states, it has different rhythms. Telangana rural area there is some rhythm, and Nalgonda area there is rhythm, Adilabad area there is rhythm, and why to say 80 of you students or 90 of you students will have different rhythms in your own mother tongue. So if you want to learn English properly, first hand English you have to learn. Only in India, we teach our students, this is 1,000 hand or 10,000 hand or 1 crore hand English shifted to people, that's what we are learning. Other countries people, if they want to learn English, straight away they go to the UK people or somebody who has learned first hand English, first hand pronunciation. They learn that way. But we here learn totally contaminated pronunciation. It's not a balanced one. So learn very carefully, teach your students LSRW, listening, speaking, reading and writing. If you can do this one, first 3 years, let him listen, whether it is a rhyme or a story or this or that or whatever it is. Then 3, 4 and 5 years, let them speak. If our government is also going to take up this one, I think English becomes very easy. I don't know what they are going to do. So 4th and 5th year, speaking, just speaking. Then they can start reading. Before start reading, alphabets need not be given to them. The sound of the alphabet, the phonetics is to be given to them. A sounds like in 4. A, A. That's why apple is to be sounded like apple only, because A sounds like A, A. But what do we teach for an apple? What is the sound of the apple? Yapil. It goes on. Yapil goes on. Yant. Yapil. Yant. Look at that sounds. It has no connection with English at all. So teach them phonetics. That phonetics in for reading. Then go for writing at the end. Unfortunate thing is that we start our English with writing, but not with our mother tongue. The moment the day child is born, the mother goes on talking to the baby, keeping the baby into the lap and feeding the baby. Observe the mothers, those who feed the babies. Students, observe the mothers, those who feed the babies. It is such an excellent sight to see. The mother has an excellent, a kind of a total experience that she is facing, and giving milk to the child, and the child is in the lap, and she goes on talking and talking and talking to the child, and the child looks on looking at the lip movement of the mom. Though she doesn't understand, she goes on looking at it at the lip movement. So the lip movement is more important. Because of the lip movement, the sound comes. The first word mother teaches, Amma, Amma. Next, mother never teaches Nana. Mother teaches Mama. The next 3-letter words, Amamma. I have never seen a mother who taught first Nana or first Amma then Nana. No. First Amma, mostly Mama, Amamma, then Tataya, Tata, Nana, why this goes on. See, the lip movement is very easy for to capture. And after amma, one more ma is added, amama. Easy to, that rhythm, you can see that one. So this is where that we learned English, Telugu, our mother tongue. And how do you teach English? A, B, C, D, capital letters and running letters. Then you go Apple. Who taught you this? What kind of teaching of English is this? So friends, beware. So language, any language is to be taught in these 4 steps. And we have been learning our mother tongue in the same way only. Then we start speaking after listening 2 years, 3 years, or say 9 months or 1 year, according to the child's this thing, they start speaking. Then mother, provokes. See, amma, say amma, 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 sounds comes one after the other. Ma. Students enjoy teaching and language especially. So then goes on the 3rd one and 4th one. So remember that language hasn't come down from somewhere. It's all the sounds. Combination and permutation of sounds is only language. And coming to English language, it is a worldwide language. All over the world, English is to be treated the common language. So one ought to go with this common language. And if one knows English, he can survive everywhere. And that too, English where you can go very fluently and proficiently. That proficiency I will explain you. So English language is such a beautiful language and such a rhythmic language also. First, to catch up the rhythm of English while telling a story, while singing a rhyme, while talking to people, while communicating with others, catch up the rhythm. The difficulty with your Johnny Reddy sir is, he gives me the subject which I have to teach in 1 month workshop. In 1 hour he gives me. He challenges me like anything.
Sir.
Okay.
This is my 1 month program actually.
Not 1 month, sir, 10 years program.
One month residential program. Proficiency. What do you mean by this proficiency? Every one of us don't need proficiency in language. Those who want to pursue a profession, they only need proficiency in language. Whatever profession you are going to take, that kind of proficiency in language you need. If I am a businessman, my English proficiency is different. If I am a teacher, my English proficiency must be different. If I am a professor, my English language proficiency must be different. So for you, proficiency means it is the highest degree of skill that you should acquire to teach your students. This is called proficiency. And language is a tool. I have given you story as a tool for teaching. Last time I sent you, I think, how story is to be used as a tool for teaching. In Facebook live, I have given that one. I think most of the friends, they have it. So it's a tool. Language is a tool, a simple tool for us to convey the message from this side to that side. And degree of your expertise in that language will make you the best teacher. That's it. So being a teacher, your language proficiency is entirely different from the language proficiency of a lecturer or a professor or a businessman or a scientist. Each profession has a different proficiency. And coming to our today's program, the challenges. Actually, these 4 things what I have discussed is about a weekdays or 10 days program. Pronunciations and all these things, interacting with you people and then making you pronounce different words and communicating. All this is nearly about 10 days program. I just summarized you. And now coming to the challenges. This I will take you something very roughly missed at least 30%. Because our challenges, especially the rural area challenges, are entirely different. Suppose this will not be a big challenge in topmost schools like Rishi Valley School or the highly paid schools or citified schools and so on. But our challenges, especially the rural area challenges in teaching English or English proficiency, is entirely different. Here I will tap you more because it is more useful for you. And their problems are different. Our problems are different because they have been exposed to language from the day of their birth more than their mother tongue. 90% of the illiterate people, they forgot their mother tongue. Their mother tongue has become English. But for us, it's not like that. Till we go to the school, we may not hear a word of English. Even if we hear the word of English like bus or school or this, we don't feel that is a English word, because our pronunciation says that that is only our mother tongue. So let us go into the challenges first thing. First challenge what we face, our students face, is the fear about the language. Because this is a foreign language. The moment if you are asked to speak English, speaking in English, you are away, you are done, you are dumb. Don't open your mouth at all. Maybe let us discuss the reasons for this. Why, when we are asked to talk in English, why are we subjected to fear? Where does it come from? Let us see. The first thing what I feel is the audience or the spectators. Even 95 of you are here now. When your classroom, if one of you are asked to come onto the dais and say something, first you look at your own co-students and then start shaking. This is the first reason. You are scared of your own people, not your lecturer, your own co-students. So fear doesn't come from them. Fear comes from your inside about them. What do they think? If there is a mistake, they will make fun of me. When I go outside, they'll say, oh, this one, that one. And that happens. If somebody speaks one good sentence in English, the rest of the people will tease them like anything. English. This is what happens generally. So immediately we shut our mouth. This is the first thing that is happening. And my advice to all the students, the trainees, those who are listening to me is, please encourage your co-students to speak in English, whether it's right or wrong, whatever it is. You to speak and let them also speak. If this happens for regularly for about an year or so, you will be losing fear of your own self, your own group, your own spectators whom you are facing. First, do this one. Encourage your own co-students to speak in English and see that they talk first. Then second thing is, all of us, we don't know from the day we are born and the day we start growing ourselves, that something which is unknown grows in us, that is the ego. Ego of so many things. We don't talk in English because people may find fault with us and our ego is damaged. Till that, I was having a kind of understanding in people. Suppose I'm speaking you in English. All of you may be having a good idea that I know very good English. But if some of you are there who can find out my faulty English and find out that, oh, this sir is also speaks faulty English. If I have this feeling, I cannot speak to you. There may be faults in my English. I don't mind about my faults. This is what I know I am speaking. If there are any faults, either you excuse me or correct me. In fact, I learn it from you. So everybody makes mistakes. Mistakes are common because this is not our mother tongue. Even in our mother tongue, we commit so many mistakes. Speak it out. And fear of damaging the self or the ego, you have to throw it out. This is the most important. And next one is third one of our fear, especially of this age group, those who are attending to my lecture, the gender sensitivity. What my girls, they will think from this side. Left side, all the girls will be sitting, on right side, all the boys will be sitting. And the moment a person is called, a boy is called to speak onto the dais, he doesn't look at this boy's side. He looks at the girl's side secretly. Who is observing me? Who is doing something to me? Next, who will make fun of me behind? Though you look at this boy's side and your mind is looking at the girl's side, and you will be peeping or secretly you will be observing one or two especially, where with whom you want to be a hero or with whom you want to be great, and who doesn't like you also, tomorrow will make fun of. My dear young friends, you are all in the same boat. Don't worry. You are all traveling in the same boat. There is nobody who is greater, having greater proficiency in English, and nobody is superior, nobody is inferior. Just have a leisure and very good expressive mood when you are there. So this gender sensitivity, cut it off. Whether the one facing you, you are facing is a girl or a boy, a woman or a man, or a tree or a buffalo, whatever you want to say it, that's all. So this gender sensitivity, and especially like you, 18, 20, 22 or 25, the biggest hurdle, right? Biggest challenge for a boy of 18 or 20 to speak onto their dais before 20, 30 girls, anxiously looking, carefully watching to find fault with daggers, with swords. You fellow, come out, I'll see what you have spoken. Right? So forget about this one. They are all students. There is no masculine gender and feminine gender. It's a common gender. Student is a common gender, not a masculine gender, not a feminine gender. And I request you, principals of diet colleges also, please see that they don't sit left side and right side. Leftists are girls, rightists are boys. Mix them up. Mix them up. They are matured enough, I think. They are matured enough. Let them sit together. Let them sit. Let them share. Even in peer grouping also, let them have 2+2 or 3+3. Even while sit habit. They don't go for that one. What they want to do, they are doing it. We are on safe side, so that we are doing our level best. If they don't do anything in my college, that is enough. Principal is safe. Whatever they do outside, we don't mind. That doesn't belong to us. No. The student, whether he is in the college, on the campus, off the campus, or in the home, they belong to us only. They are our children. They are our students. Even after passing out also, they belong to us. That is what a teacher is. So, gender sensitivity is important. And another one, in the previous day or someday, you might have come there and talked 2 or 3 minutes and people have clapped you. And today, you don't have that much of subject to talk. So that image may be damaged. So you are thinking about your damage of your image. And if that image, if you want to keep it up, need not be. Let it be damaged, rebuild it. Tomorrow you rebuild it. Unless you damage something, you cannot rebuild. Even if the building, if it doesn't fall down after 30 years, 40 years, or 50 years, how can you rebuild it? It's the basic nature of nature to demolish everything. So your image also should be damaged first. Then you can rebuild it. And this is the first point about the fear. The second point, physical barriers. Observe this carefully. Before the lecturer or the professor or your principal enters the class, or the teacher enters the class, the whole group will be so casually talking, so leisurely sitting, so casually exchanging words, so very leisurely something is going on. But the moment the third person enters and goes to the dais, the whole atmosphere is changed. And you observe, sirs, the moment the lecture enters, if there are 90 children in the class, 90 students, teacher students in the class, they will have a grim face as if they are going to hear something, they are going to respect you, they are going to receive something. They have a borrowed face to show you that they are very much interested in your talk. This is so artificial. Even when you enter the class, if they feel the same leisure, same relaxed mood, and same face to listen, they will receive very easily. But we did not train them like that. The moment the teacher enters, the very look of the child, look of the teacher or the trainer will become strainy, will become something different with a grim face, as if total attention they are paying and listening. We know that they are here, but their mind is not there. We know very well that one. So this authority should be condemned. When there is a friendly nature in the classroom, learning takes place. So this is the first barrier. This is the first thing that is to be changed. This is the challenge for both, for the professors and for the students also. Next one. And as the students, when we are giving, even our trainees also, someone is good, someone is having first rank, someone is having other rank, and all these things will make them a kind of stiffness to talk. Once if you give them a rank, they want to speak from that rank only. Look at that. If you make one of them as a leader and ask him to get some work done, he will get that work done by that, by that stick called leader, by that authority called leader. But he will never do the same work as a friend and a responsible, more responsible person in the group. So these things, physical barriers, are very important, that we should cut off all this system of giving ranks and then grades and then giving them responsibilities you can give them, but not authorities. And once if you give an authority to any teacher or professor or the student, that makes the other one as submissive. And in submissiveness, mind is not open to speak. This is the second point. The third point is, all of us are blessed with two types of complexities, either superiority complex or inferiority complex. We are a perfect blend of these two complexities. Where we are superior, we expose ourselves with our superiority complex, and we don't learn anything from anybody, and we don't care for anybody. And where we are inferior, we expose our inferiority complex, and we feel that we are inferior to people and we don't learn anything at all. These two complexities are making us to lose everything, to lose all our capacities to be something. Why should one have these things, either superiority or inferiority? Why can't you be a common, ordinary, general personality? where from this comes? Why don't you eradicate this complexity? Wherever we go, we carry this complexity on our shoulders. And wherever we want to use, we start using. Where we feel superior, we feel very superior. That superiority complexity comes, and we never belong to the group. And in inferior, we go to that, we become the inferior group, and we no longer become to the inferiority group. So these two are dangerous. Whether it is inferiority or superiority, complexity is always dangerous. As I said, the gender discrimination or gender sensitivity. So leave up this complexity. Then you will become a common man, one amongst them. When you become one amongst them, learning becomes easy. So put off this complexity so that you will become a general person. Then, sir, I think I have taken already 40 minutes. I did not cover 2 points. I have nearly 25 sociological barriers. Especially India is a country where there are a lot of sociological barriers. Each and every one of us have our own social background. And this starts from our caste. And when one is related to the caste, this is the biggest barrier, biggest hurdle. Suppose the moment when Johnny sir announces my name, I think out of 90 students in the first day might have thought this fellow is somewhat, he belongs to X community. He might be a very proudful fellow. He might be showing of personality because the name itself is showing something. We brand people with our caste, especially in our two states. Everything is going on the brand of this caste. Very, very, very dangerous. From politics to everything. Politics, economics, this or that, whatever it is. Without this, nothing goes on. So, it is time now. Keep your caste in your pocket. I don't ask you to throw it out because you cannot throw it out. You are born there. You are brought up there. Your genes are being brought up by that. Some thousands of years onwards. Just the way is how you understand it. People say, I don't belong to that, I don't belong to this caste. No, I don't agree with all those people. It's all for cheating others only. You belong to that, that's all. But don't be that. Don't be that. If you don't be that, see, I too face a lot of problems when I go out, when I speak. Suppose in the workshop, they organize a lunch, working lunch. And wherever I go for this working lunch, and only non-veg is kept. Without non-veg food, I think there is no workshop in both the states. I said, why do you arrange this? Sir, without that, nobody comes also for your workshops, sir, people say. It's the biggest problem now. And apart from that, there is nothing to eat also. There will be some watery rasam or something. And what happens, going and mixing up, taking up and all these ones. Of course, because of Corona now, people are very cautious about this one. I'm thankful to Corona also. So this makes us a big problem. And it comes in our way. Very difficult for us to learn language, I am telling. Language has no caste. And second problem is our color complexion. Suppose if I am very fair complexed, when I come to the dais and when I start speaking, the very color complexion speaks there as if I am somewhat superior to the other black complexion fellows or the other ones. Especially you can see this in girls, fair complexion girls, they show up a lot. They pose a lot. Same way boys also, of course. So this color complexion, very difficult. Unknowingly it goes on. And these pretty babies from the very early childhood onwards, they are fed with this, how nice this baby is. You know, they pull the cheeks and say, ah, so beautiful. She is the goddess, and this one, that one. Without her knowledge, it grows on, and she becomes an angel finally. And that becomes a big headache also, of course. Next point is coming to the religion. Suppose if I want to impress people, just I have a look at on that one. And if some people are having, more people are having beard and with no mush, then I will start my speech. Allah, Allahu Akbar, what a great word this is. Over. That sect of people, yeah, they will listen. If I find people with, yeah, and I'll start, Jai Shri Ram, let's all talk about this. See, the tricks, those who play such tricks don't believe. Let all those things not come. As human beings, let a human being come out there. You may have your own way of dressing, your own way of painting your own face, or this one. It's all up to you. But that should not be. And of course, today has come nationality. Proud to be an Indian. Yes, everybody must be proud to be an Indian. This, if you want to say in India, yes, of course. But why should you say in India? Everybody is an Indian. Before an Indian, why should another Indian say, I'm proud to be an Indian? If you go out of India and say that I'm an Indian, then you face the problems. The other nation, that fellow says, yes, I am a Pakistani, I am an American, I am an... if 10 people are working in a company, if all of 10 of them, they say that I am this, I am that, I am that, what happens finally? And the moment you leave the place, you leave your nationality or keep your nationality in your pocket, or when you gather in your national people, you expose yourself. But this should not become a hurdle in English language. When you go out, you have to speak in English language only. So when you speak in English language, how can you be an Indian nation? You learn that language, you be that only. When you are in Rome, be a Roman for that period, for that moment. Nobody is asking you to change yourself the whole. To be one with them, you have to be. So this social barriers, these 4 or 5 are very important. Next, psychological barriers. Here we have to take a very important point. The day when we are born and we are brought up, we are carrying 2 kinds of burdens. One is the hurts. Lot of people will hurt us in different ways. And the other one is, the other bag we are having, the flattery. Pogartalu. We have another bag of flattery. These 2 things will damage our original personality. Suppose if I come to the dais to speak something in English, previous class, I made a mistake and one fellow just smiled at me, gave a blink at me and smiled and kept quiet. I came to know that is my mistake. So he is making fun of me. Next time when I come to that one, I will be looking at this fellow only and I will not be looking at my thought, what I have to speak. Biggest psychological barrier, that is past experiences. Both are dangerous. Past experiences of success and failure, both are dangerous. When you are a very successful speaker in last class, now today you want to keep up that one and give more than that, and you struggle for it and you are not here. You will be aiming for that. When you are damaged last time, you will be looking at the damage and you will be watching people whether they are going to damage again. But you are not here. So these 2 are not necessary for a person. You are neither successful nor a failure. You are fresh. Today you are here. They are listening you today only. No problem. This is psychologically, and this hurts always will hunt us as flattery hunts. Suppose if a fellow hurt you one day, you aim at him, today also he is going to hurt me. Even if he doesn't say anything, you feel silently he is hurting you because he is not talking anything. Even if he says something good, oh, you have done excellently today, you will suspect him. Last time he hurted me, now he is saying we have done excellently. So is this something sarcasm? Sarcastically he is telling, last time he said that, this time he said this. No, I shouldn't trust this fellow. So this flattery or appraisal and clapping, this all doesn't belong to you, the one who is speaking. This belongs to them only. So you are speaker, you start speaking, that's all. Then next one is these success and failures, don't carry them to the dais. Next more important point in your psychological this thing is, I think trainees, should I be a little frank? I think you don't mind, you are all grown-up girls only.
Yes, sir.
I don't mind, I think
Yes,
if
sir.
I'm a bit straightforward.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If the most of the girls, this is senior girls I'm speaking about, this 20, 24, 25 years, 18 plus girls, when they come to the dais and try to speak, their body language is so damaging to others that they give an opportunity that, or they give an opinion that everybody is looking at their body only. You remember one thing, every onlooker is having his own mother, his own sister, or his own aunties, his own relatives, not less than 8 to 9 female characters. I don't say everybody is that, but 99% of them are not like that. So your body language should be very free. You are freezed because of this one. And all the time you try to make up your body so that nobody looks at you, nobody is aiming at some private parts, this and that, covering. And I feel, you know, psychologically, if you don't do such things, people may not look at you. People may be concentrating on your talk. But for every 2 seconds, for minute, you are going to make your body, you know, cover and doing this one and that one. I think you are only attracting them towards you. Sorry to say, dear girls, I love you all, I'm telling you. But don't give a chance to this one. You forget about your mothers, your aunties, your X, Y, Z. They give you counseling every moment. Every moment, you know, when you go out or when you stay at home, if third person comes to your home, immediately they give a signal. Put it that one, yeah, put it this one. They signal you and they torture you like anything. I don't understand. Every home, everybody is having all that body structure is same. You throw it out. People don't look at. You try to hide. Something is going on inside. People will suspect. So be free. It doesn't mean in the cinematic free. You have come here with your own way of doing things. Be like that. Your consciousness should not be of your body consciousness. This body language makes others very comfortable, not you. When you are discomforted with their body language, the others also feel they are discomforted with their body language. So don't be so sensitive. It is human body. Everybody knows what is the purpose of the human body. I think it's raining. Okay. Right. Sixth point is personal. totally it's individual. I think another 5 minutes is enough, I think, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So, sixth point is the personal one. Sir, all of us are not of same kind, because some of us may be having personal disabilities. Maybe somebody may be limping and coming to the dais. Somebody may be not be having one hand, or somebody's ears will be poking like this, and somebody's teeth will not be in a proper way, protruding teeth, and somebody's lips will not be in a proper shape, and one of the eye may not be working properly. All these physical disabilities, if you attach yourself and come to the dais, then it is the biggest problem for the listeners also. Everybody will have sympathy towards these people, but the person who is having that particular deficiency will always focus on his own. So anyone who is disabled, please forget about this disability. That doesn't belong to the speaker. It belongs to the person who is there. Speaker is not disabled. Only the body of the speaker is disabled, which is given by God, which is given with the nature. So you accepted it, accept with it and be free. So never go to that one. That's a quite different thing, and nobody can change you. Even if they praise you, or if they even do something also, they cannot change. So these disabilities, physical improper or abnormal way of growths, please don't care for that. Some of them will be having a very big belly. What does it mean? It's his own belly. Why do the listeners have come to listen you? Yes, concentrate on that, focus on that one. Then some of them will be having this stammering problem. Nothing. There are some people, the starting problem is very, very difficult. They struggle, unless somebody comes and gives a nap here, and they woke up and then they start it. And once if they start, the whole sentence full it goes, and again wherever it is stuck up, some jerk is to be given, and some of them trained themselves to give them jerk there itself and then start. I have seen such people. So they were trained like that. People will be laughing, but they don't care. So this stammering becomes another hurdle, and this is the biggest problem for many people, and relating to this stammering problem. And color complexion, already I have given you that one. This color complexion also takes away people, either superiority complex or inferiority complex. And one more is this physical aspect. If you go, the dressing one, the way you dressed. Suppose you are a poor boy, you are dressed poorly, and you are not able to cover your pant totally clear. Most of the time you will be pulling your shirt, and then you will trying to show your deficiency to people. This is very, very important psychological disorder, though it's your personal one. Who is going to care about whether you are wearing a short shirt or a long shirt or tight pant or loose pant? Who bothers about? People have not come here to see that one. So the poor ones, if the dirty shirt, if he is having all the time, he will be dusting it. So all this, you convey yourself to others that this is not good, this is not good. And the same way, those who have dressed neatly, exorbitantly and costly, they come and pose. Yeah, this way they look with, and this way they look, and this way they look, and they pose it like this. Yeah, to show their dress. For a speaker, all these things should not be there. And nowadays, previously, of course, only people used to look. Now, thousands of cell phones will be looking. This is the biggest problem now for a speaker on the dais. So when he is speaking, yeah, everybody is having a cell phone and video taking, and then another snap taking, and just to be very careful. So my snap should come very properly. Otherwise, what is there tomorrow in the papers they will get, and then even in the college magazines they will be having. Sir, I could cover only 6. I have barriers that we come is the first thing, the pronunciation. Indian English language balanced pronunciation you have to accept. Not like a Britisher, not like an American, not like a Chinese, not like other. We have standard English pronunciation in India. If you can master that one, that is enough. And most of the Indian English speakers, they pronounce this one only. And it is all over India, it is understood. And let there not be any particular local language influence on that one. Mother tongue influence should not be there. In your English, if there is mother tongue influence, that looks very awkward. So take care, my dear children. All your mother tongue influence should not be there. As I said now, Yapil and accountant is coming. Our accountant is coming. So the lot of influences are there. So cut it off and listen lot of English from the first original people or the best speakers, or even best speakers in India. You can listen and catch hold of the best pronunciation. And the second one is style of speaking. This is more important. For you students, why do you like a particular hero, cinema hero? Because he has his own style of dialogue delivery. That is it. That is more important. Chiranjeevi has a dialogue delivery of his own. Rajinikanth has his own. N.T. Ramarao had his own. And all these people, they work for that years together, not to imitate others. So when you listen to me, you cannot say, sir, you speak like him or you speak like him. Your pronunciation looks like that. No, this is my own style, my own way of speaking, which I have to struggle to develop my own way in different ways. And in language barriers, slang. Yas antam Telugulo. Slang in English also. There is different languages. Though it is English, you cannot understand the British English, or even in UK, different places they have different slangs as we have our mother tongue. So standard pronunciation, not a slang. Then grammatically coming, this one is a topic of 3 days or 4 days. And for the present, don't bother about grammar. Go on speaking and grammar will come, that's only. And first start speaking. Don't bother about the grammar. Grammar is an integral part of language. This is my 3 days or 4 days program. Grammar is the integral part. It's not a separate thing. But unfortunately, in India, we teach grammar and then we ask us to speak. Again, as I said in the beginning, talakinda kaldu paina. సరే తెలుగులో భరణభ భరవా ఇచ్చేసా నీకు, యతి ప్రాస ఇచ్చేసా, రాయి ఒక పద్యం రాయి, ఉత్తరమాల పద్యం రాయి, రాస్తారా? రాయలేరు కదా. సో గ్రామర్ గురించి పట్టించుకోవద్దండి. అండ్ నా విషయంలో మోస్ట్ అన్గ్రామటికల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఈజ్ ద హైయెస్ట్ పొయటికల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ అంటా నేను. హైయెస్ట్ పొయటిక్ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఈజ్ highest ungrammar. It has no grammatical touch at all. Yesterday I went there. This is the statement. So jumble the thing. Jumble the thing and see. It becomes poetic. Ninna nenu Madras vellanu. Vellanu nenu ninna Madrasu. So don't bother about the grammar. That's why my students, sir, if they are asked to write, they write pages to pages. Grammar no dusko, maaku avasam ledu. That's why if I post anything in the Facebook, one mention will be there. Please don't look for grammatical and spelling mistakes. Because spelling is what you pronounce, they are writing. If you are capable of understanding, understand, or otherwise go. Why do we bother? Even today also English medium, except the language, except English language, you should not go for grammar and spellings. Rest of all the subjects, if people can convey only the sound, exact sound which sounds like SICK, sick. If some fellow writes SIC or somebody writes SIK, it's read as sick only, but don't accept in language, English language paper, but accept it in other ways. He knows the subject. So don't combine language and subject. So that is one thing, sir. And cultural aspects, sir. This one, very important what I feel. I am brought up in a particular culture. So my culture has a set of cultural words. If I go to the other place and start speaking in my own cultural language, which is dead against those people, I will be a big failure. So you should keep away from your traditional cultural language words. General words or general language should be taken, and the thing has to be very careful. It depends on the listeners whom we are speaking. So cultural barriers, especially relating to religions, nationality, these words will make us sectarians. They will keep away from. We belong to all the group of audience, not a sect of audience. If you are with a sect of audience, yes, you are allowed. When you are with a group of audience and combination of all the people, it's very common that. Yesterday, one of the friends from UK, a boy, he was very much interested in my postings. And then he asked me a question, sir, you seems to be a Brahmin community and you are, of course, nearly 65, 70 years old. I have never seen you a botu kumkum on your forehead. Said, I was really shocked. He made a WhatsApp call to me and asked, say, why do you ask me that question? No, sir, it's our tradition. I know, I do agree our tradition. I'm a Brahmin. I never say that. Even if I say I am not, you don't agree because I am born in that one. But why should I go out with that? No, sir, it's good, no. Then I said, I am a teacher first. Then I am Brahmin. Or I am this one. I am a human being. That is in my house or in my community, in my there I will look after what I am. But after coming out, I am a teacher. Teacher? Yes, I am a teacher. So if I come with all my makeup to this college and school and stand on the dais, naturally some negative vibrations, I will get it from them. I don't want to face any negative vibrations. Why should I? They have come here as students. And he questioned, but they are coming with their religious this thing, they wear their burqas, they wear this one, and they wear their cross and all this. Only why should we go with like that? I said, that is up to them. I am not concerned. I am what I am. As a teacher, I am going there. I am a teacher. I go there. Right? Okay, with this I stop. I think there is one more resistance to change. With that, I will close it up. And my dear all young students, we don't want to change. I have taken nearly for the past 15, 16 years, so many workshops for teachers, weekdays, 10 days, only 10% of them they have received me, and rest of them, especially government school teachers, are related to government sectors. What they have told at the ending during final day dinner program, they come and sit around me, sir, మనం ఎన్నో అనుకుంటాం ఎన్నో చెప్పుకుంటాం సార్ ఇవన్నీ ఎక్కడైతాయి సార్ మా గవర్నమెంట్ ఏం కావు సార్ నమస్కారం సార్ మీకు ఏమి కావని తెలిసి మాట్లాడుతాను సార్ నేను నాకు మాట్లాడడం జిలా మీరు ఏదో పిలిపించే వాళ్ళకు జిలా ఉంది అట్లా కానివ్వండి ఏం కావద్దులేండి జరగని ఇట్లాగని ఎందుకంటే నెల గడుస్తుంది బిల్స్ పెడతారు ఫుల్గా వస్తుంది ఎంజాయ్ చేయండి కానీ 30 ఏళ్ళు రిటైర్ అయిన తర్వాత మీ కథ ఉంటుంది అని కూడా చెప్తున్నాను నేను సో దట్ ఈస్ ద లాంగ్వేజ్ అండి So ఈ barriers అన్ని మీరు ఎప్పుడైతే if you can come out of this all these barriers, check up yourself. I think students, most of you have noted down the problems. Check up, you apply it to your life, whether you are facing this or not. For the past 50 years I have been working on language.
SWOT analysis, sir. SWOT analysis.
Yes, self analysis. You don't get in any net or anywhere all these things. Yeah? That's it, sir. Okay, thank you for calling me the third time, and I'm very happy to meet you all, my dear students. And one more request from my side is I have a channel, Archana School of Life Skills video, this YouTube channel. And this channel I have been promoting just 10 to 15 minutes of my videos on simple points like presence of mind for kids especially, which is very important for you people. A lot of things I am promoting, and teenage problems, then fear, lot of 10 to 15 minutes only, and with a small story. I am very much interested in stories. 5-minute story and 6-7 minutes the explanation, which is very good for parents, for teachers, and for all this one. Go to my channel and subscribe, and let me see how many of you are interested. By tomorrow, I think I should get, how many of you are here? 66 subscribers to my channel. Let me see whether you heard me or not.
Yeah.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. Yeah.
Thank you for valuable suggestions and guidance with regard to language proficiency and the challenges and how to overcome strategies to overcome the challenges. I hope with this information, my trainees would start their journey in a different mode and approach. Now, trainees, now you can ask sir, if at all, if you have any doubts, now you are welcome.
Yeah.
So once again repeat, sir, please. Once again repeat, sir.
Color of the cat is not a matter,
Yeah.
as long as it catches the rats.
Yes.
And moreover, sense of humor is a prerequisite for the teaching profession. That's what I have enjoyed in your teaching right now, sir. Just
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And we welcome you, sir, once again on behalf of DIET, taking liberty from the principal. Please guide them in a right way, sir, because they are all from rural background.
I know.
And one more thing is, sir, they are lacking interest, sir. Nowadays,
Yeah, exactly.
everybody wants it in his easy way, shortcut way.
Yeah.
Without efforts, nothing can be gained, sir. That's
Yes.
what they have to realize.
Yeah.
And once again, I thank you, sir, for giving me an opportunity to listening to you. Even at this age, I enjoyed a lot.
It's my pleasure, sir. It's my pleasure. Satyabhupal Reddy is a very close friend to